Good morning, everybody. SoCalsabre Bill Thornton here. Sorry for the fan blowing up there, but it's a little bit warm in this room today. Today I'm going to be doing another playthrough of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Today will be the 1987 Phillies versus the 1987 Braves in my season replay. It is day 2 of the season, and this is their opening day for them. I'm going to try to make this video better than the last payoff pitch I did recently. As my demos as I do more and more, I'm trying to get better in how my presentations are. So let's go down here to the board and see what we got going. I'll explain a little bit for people that aren't familiar with it. Payoff pitch. It is a dice-driven game, primarily first of all, but I'll be using the fast action cards today so that I don't have to do as much chart lookups, because there's about 6 pages of charts that you have to look up using the dice unless you remember things. With my age and memory is not too good. On the fast action cards, see if I can get one up a little closer for you. You can see on the top up here, that's a 2d6 number. This is a 1 die number in case I need another die, and this is a 2d10 number. This tells me what happens with the base runners when the singles hit. This tells me about the base runners when the doubles hit. This area here is when we're doing defensive or range checks. Range or error checks on fielders, we use this section here. Down in the bottom we got sack bunt section, and we have the steal section down here. Today, for Atlanta, they're going to have Rick Mailer on the mound, and for the Phillies, they're going to have Shane Rawley. This is the NL, so there's no DH, so this requires a little bit more of admin work on the score sheets and that. What we'll be doing is we'll be rolling the 2d6, and we'll check it against the pitcher's card down here. And then we'll say, for example, say it was a 7, this is patient. We'll flip another card, and then it'll give us a 2d6 number. We'll go over here to the hitter, and Mailer is a right-handed pitcher, so we go down the right column. They are righty-lefty splits. We'll go into the patient section, and we'll look for 71. Well, this one only goes up to 57, so now we have to go over here to 71. We find 71, and it's a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. Looks like the camera's doing a lot of focusing today. So I hope that's not too disturbing. Let's get going and see what happens here. With Mailer facing Milt Thompson, and it's a 5. So we're going to be going into the tough section. Okay, and it's an 89, so we go over to tough. His tough range only goes up to 57, so we'll go over here to 89. Well, I'm having a hard time seeing myself. And it's a ground out to second, or 3. Juan Samuel up at the plate here. It's a 10. We're going to the in-play section on his card. Looking for a 23. This might be something here. And it is. We got a base hit. Okay, 1 out, run around first for Vaughn Hayes. Pitcher's card, we're looking for a 6. It's another tough section. 52. And he doesn't reach 52 in here. We get over to here, 52, and we got a ground out the 3rd. Now we're going to be looking for a double play. We look at the last D6 number, 2D6 numbers, which was a 7. We could look at Vaughn Hayes' double play rating, which is a 6, and the pitcher's rating, which is a 7. If this had been equal to or less than if that 7 had been equal to or less than both of these, it would have been a double play. Since it's higher than one of them, then it's a fielder's choice. So the runner's out at second. Vaughn Hayes is safe at first. Okay, Mike Schmidt, 9 on the pitcher's card. We're another in play. He must have been a contact pitcher. 81 in play. We know that's pretty high, so we're going to be going up here to 81. And he grounds out the short. 6-3. That's the top of the first is Ova. Okay, bottom of the first, Dion James facing the lefty, Sean Raleigh. So it's a 6, it's a tough. So we're going to be looking at the versus the left-hand side, 22. His pitcher is great, 1 to 34 is a strikeout, struck him out. Good way to start the game. Andre Thomas. It's another tough section. Look, 67. This time he doesn't reach it in the tough section, so we go up over to here, and it's a ground out to the second, 4-3. Gary Ronicki, 7 in play. 60 in play. 60, don't reach it. It's a ground out to the second, 4-3. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. Okay, back up to the top here. Mike Easler facing Mailer. It's a 8. It's a patient versus the righty, 40. Struck him out. Strikeouts is 1 to 41. Okay, Lance Parrish. 8, another patient. 67 this time. I'm going to bang the cameras, my hat. The 67 and the patient doesn't reach it. We go over here to here and we ground out the second, 4-3. Glenn Wilson. It's a 2. This is wheelhouse. No, it's ballpark. So in ballpark, what we're going to do, Glenn Wilson's a right-handed batter. We're going to go to the ballpark card here. We're going to draw a 2D10 one, which is 56. We're going to be looking at the right-hand batter, and it's a 1 to 66 is a wheelhouse. So Glenn Wilson's going to get a good cut at this one. We're going to go over here, 63 in the wheelhouse, and it's a base hit. If it had been a 1 through 29, it would have been a home run. Okay, Steve Yitz. 7, it's on the patient card. 03, he walked him. Okay, after getting the first 2 guys, we now have the runners on first and second for the pitcher, which he says that's probably okay. So we have these pitcher's cards. This came with the original set. That's why they're not the nice quality as these new ones. I might purchase them someday just to get it. So anyway, we got the pitcher up there, Sean Raleigh. He's a 6. And the 6 is tough. He's going to be struck him out. Look at that, unless it's a 0-0. He struck him out. That's 3 in the top of the second. Should explain, the pitcher's cards are a little bit different. Up here on the Raleigh's card, right here in these numbers, there's 5. It says he hits with a number 5 card. Okay, so I'll be looking down this side. There's no ready 6 splits, lefty splits. Okay, bottom of the second for Dale Murphy. 3, defense. We get a defensive call, we look at the next card. In here, we look over here, and it says we're going to be looking at the range on the second baseman. Second baseman's range is a C. So then we're going to go down to the ballpark card again, 43. We're looking at range C, 43. It's a base hit, it gets through. Should check to see the hits against the second baseman, it gets through. If there was runners on, they would advance 2 bases on this. But it is, no, it's a base hit, yes, it still would advance 2 bases on that. Ken Griffey. So 9. It's on the tough side of his card versus the lefty. 0-2 struck him out. That's Ken Griffey Sr., I believe. Ozzie Virgil. 2. Tough section of the card versus the lefty. 92. That's not going to, hardly ever going to reach that. Except on the pitcher's cards. 92 is a fly out to left. 2 down, runner on first. Ken Oberkfell. 6 is the tough. 99. Wow, we're getting the big ones here. Going all clear and dying, and it's a fly out to right. Okay, here we go, top of the third. Milt Thompson back up for the second time. 9 in play. 50. Well, it goes up to 43 in his card, so we're going over here to 50, and we're getting the ground out to third, 5-3. Juan Samuel. 7. It's the patient. 29. 27 is the walk. 29 is a double. Samuel's second hit of the game. Okay, Juan Hayes. 4 in play. 95. 95 is going to be up here, and that's a fly out to right. There is another chart where if you have these flyouts, you can try to advance them, but I'm not going to be doing that today. All right, especially you never get the third out and that made it third base. That's one of my golden rules. Okay, Mike Schmidt. 4 in play. 19, this would be a good number. Base hit for Schmidt. We're going to flip the next card to see what happens on a single. Let me see Emmanuel's speed. He's going to be scoring anyway, and I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, single. Sharp liner in the center. Runner on first advances 1 base. Runner on second advances 1 base. However, with 2 outs, any runner with rated 6 or higher advances with 2 bases on a single and scores on a double. And Samuel's speed is an 8. So he does score. They get 1 run in and an RBI for Schmidt. Okay, Easler. 11. Another defensive check here. We're going to be checking the error on the third baseman. The third baseman, his error rating is a 4. We're on another one. We're going to the ballpark card. We're looking at error 408, and it is an error, 1 to 56. We're going to go check for the error on the third baseman. Infield error. 2 bases. Select an overthrow. So it's E5. And Schmidt moves over to third. Lance Parrish. 8. Patient. 80. That's not going to reach the range for that card. So we're going to go out here and it's a fly out to center. But they played at 1. They go up 1 to nothing. Going into the bottom of the third. Ron Gant. 8 in play versus the lefty. 43. Doesn't make it in this card down here. Go over here, and he grounds out the first. We're making it 3-1. Brings up the pitcher, Rick Mailer. A 5. Patient. that he uses in the 5 side also. Patient 23. That's a base hit for the pitcher. First hit I've had off one of these pitcher's cards in a while. Going back to the top of the order now, Deion James. 4, Patient. 64. Oh, it does reach that range. He walked him, wow. Okay, got 1 out now, running on first and second. For Andres Thomas. 6, Tough. 28. It's not going to be in there. It's going to be a base hit. Okay, let's go check, see what happens with the runners on the single. Sharp liner drops in front of the left field. The runner on first is 1 base. The runner on second base may advance, or advances 1 base, but with this symbol here, he may take it as an option to go, but that's the pitcher. He's not going to go take another one. Okay, so now we have the bases loaded with 1 out for Gary Renicky. And it's a 10, a ballpark. Renicky's a right-handed batter, 85. And it's going to be an in-play. And it's 28 in play. It's a base hit for Renicky. No versus the lefty. Let's go check this again. It is not. 28 is the ground out to the pitcher. Okay, so we're going to be doing checking for the last D6, so it's a 7. So we're looking for the double plays. The DP's an 8. His DP is a 6, so only 1. So then we're going to have the fielder's choice. The runner is going to score though. Runner on first is out at second. Fielder's choice. Run scores. First and third with 2 outs. For Dale Murphy. 10, ballpark. Dale's a right-handed hitter, 22. This is a wheelhouse. Versus, wheelhouse versus the lefty. 11. Did he get it? He got it. Dale Murphy gets a 3-run blast. That clears the bases for Ken Griffey. 7 in play. 56. And that's a fly out the left. And that before they played 4 runs to take a 4-1 lead. Okay, I'm going to put me on pause here for just a second while we shuffle the fast action cards up. Okay, we're back in business here. There are more. The pile of fast action cards are probably about this high. All right, what they recommend is you shuffle after every 3 innings. You had the ones that you take 1/3 of them out and set them aside. Then after the 3 innings are over, you put them in, take another 1/3 of the ones you used out. So I go. Then they do that for randomness. Okay, here we go to the Glenn Wilson in the top of the 4th. Sean Riley got beat up pretty good that inning. Okay, 9 on Mailer's card is an in play versus the righty. The 14, that'll be something. That's a base hit for Wilson. Wilson's 2nd hit of the game. Okay, Steve Ellich. 7, Patient. 98 on the Patient. It isn't, and it's 98's a fly out the center. Okay, now the pitcher's card. Okay. He got a base hit his last time up. See what happens this time. 6. It's tough this time. He's going to be strike out unless it's a 0-0. He struck him out. That's apropos. Milt Thompson. 5. It's tough on this card. Versus the righty, 29. Struck him out. Bottom of the 4th, Ken Griffey. No, Griffey's made the last out last night. Virgil. 4, Patient. 47, Patient versus the lefty. That's a double. Okay, Oberkfell. 11 is Patient. Up, 0-0. 0-0, that means that there's a rare play that happened. We're going to grab the 0-0 chart, or the rare play chart, and there's 2 sections. Was runners on base, and base is empty. We'll look at the last 2d6, which is 9. We don't re-roll them again. So we're going to look at the runners on base section. Says 9, pitcher develops a minor injury and must be removed from the game. Relief pitcher misses the next 2 games. Starting pitcher must rest for 4 days. Okay, so we got an injury here we're going to have to take care of. They were looking at the bullpen anyway. He was getting pretty shaky. Okay, so Raleigh's going to be coming out. And in comes Tom Yoon. And he pitched 4, 3 innings. His batting card is a 9. Yeah, the American League, as far as the DH goes, is a lot easier to keep scorecard, keep the score away. There's the 9 batting card. Oberkfell is still up. Newman's in. 8. It's Patient on his card. He's a righty now. 30. He walked him. Runs in first and second. If he was to start, he would with his 5 would mean that he would be fatigued in the 5th inning pitch. The short means he can pitch 2 innings before he gets fatigued, and that means if he only made 1 out when he came in the 1 inning and then to pitch the next inning, that would be 2 innings. It doesn't matter how many. It's not 6 outs. Okay. Ron Gant. 9. Patient. 99. We're going to be going way up here. That's a fly out the left. That brings up the pitcher. Looking for something here. I'm going to put this on pause for 1 second while I look something up here. Okay, back. What I was looking up was on his pitcher's cards, I wasn't remembering what to do. So we got the pitcher up, we got runners on first and second with 1 out. We're going to be attempting a bunt. Okay, So I'm going to go over here to Mailer's card. His bunt rating is a B. All right. What I have to do though is I have to draw a 2d6, and it has to be within this range over here, 5 to 12, in order for him to be bunting this time. And it is a 5. So he's going to be doing a bunt. He is a B. We're going to draw the next card. We're going to look at the B's over here, and it's the sacrifice worked. So we've got to sacrifice the bunt, and that's how bunts work for just about everybody. So we got 2 outs, runners on second and third. Deion James. Then it's a 4. This is a ballpark. Deion's a left-hander. 65. It's going to be an in-play card. 34. That's a base hit. Got some action going here. Second guy might not score. Depends on what we read on this card, because he's only a 5. Okay, base hit. Runner on second scores this time. All right. He must have got a good jump. He's only a 5 speed. I'll put up 2 more runs. Okay, Andres Thomas. 4, ballpark again. He's a righty. 57. This is going to be a wheelhouse. 68 wheelhouse. Yeah, it's going to be up there in the. There's a fly out the center. That's 3. But 2 more runs. 6. Six to 1. Top of the 5th. We're moving along a little slow here today. So 4 in play. 16 in play. That's going to be something. There's a base hit from Samuel, his 3rd hit of the game. Juan Hayes. 12. Ballpark. Juan's a lefty. Ballpark 5. We're going wheelhouse versus the right-handed pitcher. 63. 63. Boy, I'm having a hard time seeing this card. And it's a double for Von Hayes. Okay, let's see what happens on the double. Deep drive off the wall. Runners advance 2 bases. Okay, runners on second and third with nobody out here. What is his week? He's a 6. He's tired in this inning. But we don't have to put a fatigue card on him yet until he lets up 3 runs. Okay, can pitch normal until then. We'll get to a fatigue card and I'll show you how to work that. Okay. Okay, here's Mike Schmidt. 7, patient. 18, blocked him. Bases loaded with no outs. They're going to play. They want the double play. They're going to try to keep this rally to his minimum. Okay, Mike Easler, 5. That's tough. 0-5, struck him out. Big strikeout. Lance Parrish. 10. In play. 59. Okay, it's going to be a higher. What does 59 bring us? That's a fly out to right. Okay, let me use that one extra chart that I got. And of course I can't find it. So I'll use the chart that comes out with the okay, that was an in play. Fly out to right. There's another chart that I like even better, but I can't find it right now. Fly out to right, in play, all runners hold. If I see it later, I'll show it to you later in the game. So Parrish flies out to right. And here's Glenn Wilson's had a couple hits today. 11. Defense. We're going to be checking the range of the third baseman. Third baseman is Ken Oberkfell. His range is a F. We're going to go to the ballpark card, 64 in the F and the range. That's a base hit. Couldn't get to it, but the base is loaded. And we've got to watch the speed on the guy in second, who is a 6. Okay, a base hit. Opposite field in the right field. Runner in first advances one base. Runner in second scores. So he base hit, 2 runs played. Wilson, 3 hits in the game. Okay, that's just his third runs up. Now, because he's in this inning, he is considered fatigued. All right, so we're going to keep him and we're going to try to get him out of the inning. So what we're going to look at on here is we're going to look at this ERA down here, 4.98, and the inning strikeouts 4.3 per 9. Okay, so we're going to find a card that fits pitcher fatigue card. This one's ERA's up to 3.99, so we want one a little bit higher than that. We're going to keep looking. This is 4 or more, and this is if the strikeouts per 9 is 6 or more, and his is not. His is 4.3, so we're going to get another one of those, 6 or more, and it's this one here. So we would put that on top of him, which changes some of his things here. Okay, that was Glenn Wilson that just drove in those 2 runs, 2 outs, and gets up 8. It's patient versus the righty, 87. This should get him out of it. Hopefully 87 is a ground ball to short, 6-3. But 2 more to make it 6-3. No, I did that an inning too early on Mailer, but that's all right. He's coming out anyway. When we go back in the field. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. Second inning for Tom Hume. 10. Tough. 87 is going to be up over in this area here. We got a ground ball to short, 6-3. Dale Murphy hit a big blast this game. 5. Tough. 88 doesn't reach there. Going over here, ground out to short, 6-3. 2 guys in a row, ground out to short. Then we got Ken Griffey. 2. Wheelhouse versus the right-handed hitter. 25. Goodbye. Griffey puts it in the seats. Ozzie Virgil. 6. Patient. 12. Walked him. Stuff going with 2 outs here. Oberkfell. So 8. Patient. 36. It's a double. Let's check the next card for a double. Line shot splits the gap. Runners advance 2 bases. But it's 2 outs. Let me check the speed on that guy. Yeah, he's a 4, so it only goes 2 bases. If he'd have been a 6er up, he'd have scored on that one. Okay, Ron Gant. You trying to get out of this. 10, tough. 50. That's not there, but it'll be a note. third, ground out the third, 5-3. But they got one more run. 7-3 after 5. Okay, he's going to be coming out. And as I said, oh, come on. Then we're going to get Jim Acker in. Okay, here we go, and it's Steve Jets in the top of the sixth. 4 against Akron, that's tough. 17 versus the righty. Struck him out. No, Jets made the last out last inning. Okay, since Hume's going to be coming out, we're going to be getting a pinch hitter for him. When it's right, like I said, regarding scorekeeping, yeah, you can't beat that DH for helping to do. Steve Bedrosian will be the hitter, the pitcher. And Keith Hughes will be the hitter. Okay, so here we go. 3, patient. 61 against the righty. Just missed the getting walk, or hit or whatever it was. Fly out the center. Okay, so he uses out of there. Okay, Milt Thompson to the plate. One out in the 6th. It's an 8. Patient. 38. Could be some action here. There it is. That's a base hit. Samuel having a big day at the plate for them. Tough. 61. This might not reach it though. 61. Struck him out this time. Boy, this focusing is really causing problems with the field. I gotta figure out how I can do these things better. Vaughn Hayes, 11. Defense check. We're checking the third baseman's error. Ken Oberfeld, his error rating is a 4. We're taking a card. We're going to the error rating on the 4, and it's going to be an out. Got a runner on first. Let's check what kind of out it's going to be. Let's want the third base. It's just going to be a ground out and a runner advances. Oh, that's 3 outs anyway. 6-3. Okay, bottom of the 6th. Ron Yant. Yant batted last inning. Okay. Ecker's a 9 card. Alright, I'll put that in there. 7 is tough. 55 struck him out. Alright. Scorekeeping's up. Okay, in here. Deion James. Alright, up. 11. Defensive check again. It's checking the range on the shortstop. Shortstop's Jets. His range is A. Going to the ballpark card. We're checking the A, 73. He is out of there. Let's see how it is. How it's out. It's just a ground out. 6-3. Andres Thomas. 4, patient. 7, walked him. Gary Renegade. 4, patient again. 38 versus the righty. Walked him. Philadelphia pitchers not having a good day today. Here's Dale Murphy. 7, tough. 36, struck him out. That's 3. Okay, time to redo the deck, the fact deck. So I'm going to put this on pause. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back in when we go into the top of the 9th. And we're back. And it is the top of the 9th. The only thing exciting that happened while we were gone was in the bottom of the 7th, Ozzie Virgil hit a solo home run to put the Braves up 8-3. So it's the top of the 9th, last chance. Mike Schmidt leading off for the Phillies, facing Chuck Carey, who came into the game in relief. Okay, it's a 9. It's ballpark. Schmidt's a righty. 32. It's going to be a wheelhouse versus the lefty. 23, and it's gone. Schmidt plays another RBI. It's the 2nd RBI of the day. His 3rd hit. One closer. A long way to go. Mike Easler. 5. Tough. 15. That probably is not good. And no, it isn't. Struck him out. Okay, Lance Parrish. 9. Another ballpark. This is righty. 49. It's going to be another wheelhouse versus the lefty. 5, and it's gone. Alright, so now it's 8-5 with 1 out. Are we going to witness this comeback? There's Glenn Wilson, but has had a pretty good day at the plate. 6 in play. 28 versus the lefty. In play, it reaches, and that's a base hit. Okay, Steve Jets. 6 in play. Wow. 96. And that's a fly out to center, fly out to left. 2 down. Then we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Chris James. 6 in play. We got a lot of in plays. 86, that should help them out. That's going to be it. It's ground out to short. 6-3. Game is over. Not before they score 2 more runs. That's a high scoring game. 8-5 for me. The winner was Rick Muller, the starting pitcher for the Braves, and the loser was Sean Raleigh, the starter for the Phillies. So never came back. Well, that's Payoff Pitch. I hope this one was a little bit better than my last one, gang. Go down there, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know if you like when I put you on pause and take you out of the game and then bring you back into the game. This will be a matter for a lot of futures. Like I probably could have taken you out in the 4th, but I'm always afraid you're gonna and brought you back in the 7th, but I'm always afraid you're gonna miss a lot of action. So I don't know. Let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe. Until you see me or hear me again, this is SoCalSabre signing off. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.